Joining us now, New York Post columnist Jon Levine. Jon, it's great to have you on. Breaking news coming in. Your take on this. GOP Senators Chuck Grassley and Ron Johnson sent 200 pages of bank records, including 100 pages of unredacted documents and bank records, to the U.S. prosecutor on the Hunter Biden criminal probe, detailing the Biden family's overseas deal-making. What do you make of this story?
Yeah, that's breaking today. It's a major development. One of the key aspects of this investigation, if Republicans take back the House, is going to be bank records. We know that Mr. Comer, the ranking member of the House Oversight Committee, has said that the 150 suspicious activity reports generated by Hunter Biden is going to be one of his key focuses. So we're still learning what's in these documents. It remains to be seen if there's anything incriminating there, but it is a major, major development.
So, Jon, we've talked about this, and it's the Biden family uses off-balance sheet shell companies to bury the cash flow from these questionable deals overseas. We've seen the documents as well. The senators note the Biden family has, quote, extensive links to questionable foreign nationals who pose counterintelligence and extortion threats, like China's CEFC, the energy conglomerate. Jon, you've written about this. That was China's main player in their Belt and Road Initiative to take over world energy and infrastructure.
That's correct. And we know from at least 2018 that China was targeting the Biden family through Hunter in a way to gain access to the United States. We know that from the New York Times report that Joe left the famous voicemail, "I think you're in the clear." So, this really isn't about Hunter's criminality per se. It's much more about what involvement did Joe Biden have, and to what extent does that involvement now compromise him as president of the United States?
Because this Chinese company was linked to China's military and communist intelligence. I mean, the senators demanding that Weiss keep this probe free from political interference, but we don't have the visitor logs to the Delaware property where the president has spent 40% of his time, Jon.
No, there's been a complete lack of transparency around this whole issue. I mean, this administration continues to assert the completely discredited claim that the president had never had any involvement in his son's business dealings, which we have proven over and over again is not the case.
A former White House ethics chief, Richard Painter, slammed Obama's White House lawyers, quote, inappropriately telling Hunter Biden about then Vice President Biden's 2008 audit by the IRS. This shows Biden was discussing his finances with his son Hunter, despite the repeated denials.
That email, Eric Schwerin is tagged on that email, the president of Hunter Biden's investment firm. And we've seen in the past that Eric Schwerin has had access to former vice president's personal finances, to his tax returns. Their money was commingled. So it's just another example of where there was a clear collaboration, and the White House continues to deny there's a there.
So
Painter's comments.
Yeah, go ahead. Finish that.
Painter's comments show to me that there's a real dam breaking in official Washington, because he's a very serious guy, and for him to come out and say that that was inappropriate, I think he knows that this is not going away, and we're all going to see how deep this rabbit hole goes if there's congressional hearings next year.
The only reason to give Hunter a heads up about Joe's IRS audit is that Joe's finances were intermingled with Hunter Biden, and that they were doing business together. All right, Jon, thank you so much. It's good to have you on. We'll have you back again soon.